At least 7 fires in La Crosse over the past 2 months are being called suspicious.
It has both police and fire investigators looking for some answers. News 8's Sarah Tamer is here now to tell us more about this investigation. Sarah?
Mike and Martha, firefighters tell me over the last 6 months they've been working with the La Crosse Police Department to try to figure out why suspicious fires are becoming a pattern on the south side of La Crosse. The fires are being investigated as possible arsons, and some residents I spoke to say they have every reason to believe the fires were intentionally set.
The clothes that were right here were all lit up.
La Crosse residents Ashley Voxland and Leah Rivard say they were woken up to early morning fires twice in the span of 3 weeks.
The fire alarm went off. I looked at my phone immediately and it was 3:30 a.m., which was the same time as the last one.
They say they knew something was up after their basement was targeted more than once around the same time.
You don't expect things like this to ever happen to you, you know?
Their house is just one of 7 La Crosse firefighters and police are investigating for possible arson on the city's south side.
We're really not sure what the motive is for it, and it seems to be rather random.
Lieutenant Stephen Cash with the La Crosse Fire Department says whoever is starting the fires is using anything they can find on scene.
Next to a garage, they'll take cardboard, garbage, things that are easily available, and try to start it that way.
Rivard says in their case, the person seemed to have brought their own materials.
There was like a Folgers can that was like melted, and none of us had ever seen that before, so we figured like somebody lit a fire and just set it in there.
She says the first fire was not nearly as big as the second one.
The flames were, maybe 5 feet high. It was definitely a bigger fire than the last one.
Cash says while not all suspicious fires are preventable, it's important to take the proper safety measures.
They should keep their doors locked at night. This individual is testing doors, and if it's open, garages that are open, they'll go in there. So lock your doors at night, clean up any unnecessary clutter around.
Voxland and Rivard learned this lesson the hard way.
Lock your doors.
Firefighters I spoke to say they have been investigating the fire since October of 2016. They say most of the fires have been happening during early morning hours. They also say in most cases, whoever is setting the fire isn't bringing any items with them, and they're just simply using whatever is in people's yards. That's why they recommend you keep everything put away and keep your doors locked.
Okay, thanks a lot, Sarah. The La Crosse Fire and Police Departments are asking anyone with information to give either department a call or send them an email.